If you are trying to get a US visa through the Chennai consulate, the wait time for a US visa appointment is about 458 days or 1 year and 3 months from today. Join me in this episode to discover how this appointment shortage built up over the last 2 years, how COVID triggered this shortage, and what steps are being taken by various agencies to tackle the visa appointment demand. All we have is about 7 minutes, so let's jump right into this episode. Let's go back to 1794. To manage US maritime interests in South India, US then appointed William Abbott, a British-born American merchant, as the first American consular agent of the Madras Presidency in 1794. A separate US consular agency was then established in Madras in May 1867 with Joseph L. Thompson of Massachusetts serving as the consular agent to Madras. Then in December 1908, an office was established with the official status as consulate on the third floor of the building owned by Paris and Company, which we are all familiar with. Then in the 1960s, the Consular General leased out a parcel of land on the Gemini Circle from the Church of South India to build its own building. The Chennai consulate is now one of the top adjudication posts in the world and the number one in processing employment-based visas. To this date, tens of thousands or lakhs of Tamil people have migrated to US thanks to this small parcel of land. The US consulate has found its place in several Tamil movies like this one.
Hey Sanjay, dude, புது ஃபார்ம் வாங்கிட்டியா?
புது ஃபார்மா?
பாஸ்போர்ட் சைஸ் மாத்திட்டாங்களே, பாத்தியா?
அப்படியா? அண்ணா இதுவா பாரு. No man, take a look at this. Page 3 க்கு வா. எப்படா வந்த? 4:30 மணிக்கு.
And also this one.
Why should I give you this visa? Your bank account's no good. You might just disappear there and never come back.
Well, because I'm in love. I'm in pursuit of that love. I have no interest in America. I don't want to work or live there. My girl's there. I need to find her, woo her, bring her back to my mom, dad, and then marry her, live life with her here. And that's why I need to give me a visa.
Let's now come to the issue at hand, which is related to more than a year's waiting time for interview appointments in Chennai's US consulate. At a basic level, any shortage happens when demand exceeds supply. So let's understand the top of the equation. Several sections of people demand US visas from India. Number one, students aspiring to go to US, including exchange students who demand F, M, and J type visas. Second, professionals who wish to work in US demand for work visas H, L, O, P, or Q. Third, workers who are part of any transportation crew or transiting via US demand for the C or D visas. And lastly, and the biggest of all, those who want to visit US for tourism, visiting kith and kin, or attending business meetings, workshop, conferences demand for the B visa. Now let's move to the bottom of the equation, which is supply. The US consulate in Chennai, or for the matter any other cities like Delhi, Mumbai, Kolkata and Hyderabad, work during regular hours of the day and can interview a fixed number of visa applicants in a day, let's say 25 to 30. Now as an illustration, there are 10 officers in a consulate, each interviewing 30 applicants in a day. Meaning 300 interviews can be done in a day. If the number of visa applicants equals 300 in a day, then all the applicants who appear can be interviewed the same day and hence there is no wait time. Suppose there are 600 applicants in a queue, then the applicants can be interviewed in 2 days, hence the wait time will be 1 day. Now imagine if the number of applicants in the queue are 300,000. Then the wait time will be nearly 1000 days. This was the situation in 2022 and early 2023 in Chennai consulate. This happened due to the outbreak of COVID in 2020. Since travel was heavily restricted during 2020, 2021 and some part of 2022, the demand for US visas simply slumped to a low. The consulates who were staffed for normal demand had no real appointments to conduct or visas to process, so the staff were heavily cut down. Mid-2022, after US and India relaxed COVID restrictions, All the students, working professionals, crew, business people, and tourists wanted to gain on lost time of 2 years and applied in record numbers. This meant that a consulate had to meet 2 years of built up demand, and in our example, nearly 300,000 visas in a single day of opening. As of today, the demand is still the highest for business and tourist B visas, which in Chennai consulate stands at 458 days. An applicant submitting documents today will get an appointment 1 year 3 months later. What steps have Chennai and other consulates taken so far? Well, in late 2022, the US Department of State split the visa demand into two: those interviewed waived and those interview required. The state announced that for renewing existing US visas, if you meet certain criteria, then you do not have to appear for an in person interview. You can instead submit your visa related documents at a Visa Application Center or VAC, and your visa will be issued without an interview. This is called the Visa Interview Waiver or the Dropbox visa stamping. Second, the US Department of State prioritized visa categories. That is, students and working professionals were given top priority for interviews, while tourists were given the lowest. Third, on Indian government foreign minister Jayashankar's pressure on Anthony Blinken, the US Department of State also hired staff in December 2022 and extended working schedule to Saturdays. And on November 2nd, 2023, the Delhi Embassy opened 2.5 lakh visa interview appointments, and as a result, the current wait time for getting a B1, B2 interview appointment is down to 37 days in Delhi. Our hope is that Chennai Consulate also opens such record number of appointments and the wait time gets significantly reduced. If you enjoyed this episode, do subscribe to my channel and like and share this video. Thanks for watching. See you next time.